so just about set now. And today's starter, Garrett Cole. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. He's right. He's really on his runners. He's seen a lot of stuff seems to be coming out of the same slot, the same.
And that can make it very difficult as opponents.
Tommy Edman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through for strike one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Third pitch of this ball game, that one right in
Matei uma sincronia, dá um mateio, dá um mateio, uma sincronia, dá um mateio.
You gotta stay focused, keep making that pitch, you're gonna get the strike call.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, and those guys sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him. And there's one down. Here's Mookie now.
You know, Mookie Betts may have not been named MVP in 2023, but that doesn't take away from his impressive season. The Dodgers star hit nearly 40 home runs and drove in more than 100. Ronald Acuna Jr. deserved to win, but it was another phenomenal season in Mookie's career.
Yeah, that's outside, and that is ball one.
One strike.
One out, bases empty. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. One down, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Ball. One strike.
The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So man aboard. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And a good eye there.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Two. Swing and a foul straight back.
Surely trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
That's inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
The right-hander gives up the two-out walk.
That is it. The first baseman, number 13.
Here comes Max Muncy. Foul ball there. 2 on, 2 outs. Muncy tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in the Bronx and getting to start, Shohei Ohtani. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Well, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Gleyber Torres now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Ohtani, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a 4-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Inside, just missed.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early.
Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul. And a pitch. And that one is inside. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 down.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. Two down, nobody on. Judge rips that one. Betts settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Scoreless after 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. Only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right